Hi everyone and welcome to today's video. Today I'm doing a little quick flip through of a notebook I've been using for a particular project. Now during May I decided that I was going to feature inks by Robert Oster and this was on Instagram particularly, and every day I posted a picture of an ink and a pen combination that I was using with a Robert Oster ink. Here I have Dragon's Night in the 50ml bottle, and so what I did was each day I filled a pen, wrote a sample, did a little, what do you call it, like a little swab, and yeah, we basically just featured a bunch of Robert Oster inks for a whole month, 31 of them in fact, and the last 10 days were my top 10. So yeah, you got to see a few of my favourites, and here is the notebook. Now this notebook is from Standard Bindery. You've seen these a couple of times on my channel already, and you'll get a full review of these books. These use Tomol River paper, so I thought it was absolutely perfect for showcasing Robert's inks. So let's get started. So I'm just going to literally just do a flip through so you can just see what I featured over May. Okay. So we start here with May 1st, we had Robert Oster $10 Blue. Now this was part of a 3-ink set with $10 Blue, $10 Green, $10 Teal to commemorate the new Australian $10 note. Had this in a Sailor 1911 standard with a 14K music nib. Very cool colour. Second, we had Robert Oster Motor Oil in the Jinhao 51A. A motor oil is a really cool dark greeny brown sort of colour, as you can see. Similar in a way to Rikyu Cha from Sailor, nice ink. The Jinhao 51A is sort of a relatively dry pen, so, you know, sort of this is an ink that does work well in a really wet pen, so it looked okay here, but next time I use it I'll be putting it in a really nice wet juicy pen. Next we have on May 3rd, Robert Oster Dark Star Blue, nice sort of dusty blue. This is in a Montevideo Senza with a 1.1mm stub nib. This was a collaborated ink with Dark Star Notebooks in the UK, and yeah, really nice ink and nice notebooks. I don't think they're being made just at the moment, but yeah, good quality stuff. Fourth, we had Robert Oster NG Special 16 in a Platinum Procyon. I love the Platinum Procyon I have. I love the way it writes, and it made this ink shade really nicely, as you can sort of see there. Really cool. Interesting sort of colour, not always perfect for everyday use perhaps. On the 5th, we had one of my favourites, Robert Oster Deep Sea. This great dark green tealy aqua colour with some really cool sheen on it. Had that in TWSBI Diamond 580 ALR with a medium nib. Then we had a relatively modern, new Robert Oster ink from this year, Chartreuse. This is on the 6th with the Pilot Explorer, pen I don't like. Ink is not my sort of colour, but some of that darker shading, it's quite nice, but when it's writing, it's actually really hard to actually see on the page. On the 7th, we had Robert Oster Green Lime, one of the most beautiful vibrant greens Robert Oster has in a Faber-Castell Basic. Beautiful wet pen. You can just see how wet the line that pen was putting down. Absolutely fabulous. And a great green. On the 8th, we had Robert Oster Lipstick Red in a Diplomat Magnum with a fine nib. Interesting sort of red. I like reds to be a little bit more sort of vibrant than this, but this has some really lovely sort of pink tones, hence the name Lipstick Red. Over the page. Now, on the 9th, I had Forest Green in an Estabrook Phaeton 300R. Now, this is a pen I'm interested in reviewing. If you want to see a review of this pen, let me know and I'll do one. But yeah, lovely green ink. One of those nice muted green inks from Robert Oster that he does so well. Then we had, on the 10th, Robert Oster Australian Shiraz in a Pilot Kakuno. Beautiful dark burgundy red. Just really lovely. We'll keep moving through. Keiko Balance on the 11th had Robert Oster Grey Seas. Beautiful shading, dark grey-blue colour, really nice. And then on the 12th, I had Robert Oster Red Orange in a Lamy Studio terracotta finish, which actually matched really nicely with this ink. But just check out the shading on that ink. Is that not remarkable or what? Absolutely incredible. 13th, Robert Oster Barossa Grape in a Visconti Rembrandt, matched perfectly with the pen. A nice muted purple, really, really lovely. Then an exciting one, Robert Oster Australian Sky Blue. This is in the TWSBI Eco T, extra fine, just a great blue, great pen. Just look at that little pops of sheen, just wonderful. Then, on the 15th, we had in a Moonman M100, which is a pen I'm on the fence about, Robert Oster Golden Brown, which is an ink I'm not on the fence about. I love this ink. Then we had probably one of the favourites of all, On the 16th, Robert Oster Blue Water Ice in the James Finnis Lithos Blue pen, which is a pen that writes so beautifully and beautifully wet, and that colour is just absolutely gorgeous. On the 17th, we had Robert Oster Orange in a Keiko Retro, perfect match. This is a really cool ink, like you can see look, that shine that it gets there, nice shading, good, really good solid orange. Another favourite that came up was this one, Robert Oster Velvet Crush on May 18. It's purple with sort of this lovely gold sheen. Keiko Lilliput, also a favourite pen, lovely medium nib there. Then the only shimmy ink, shaken shimmy ink of the entire time, we had Robert Oster Blue Moon in a Conklin All-American, lovely big wet juicy medium. So yeah, May 19 we had that. May 20 we had Robert Oster Yellow Sunset, once again another one that's too light for writing every day, but some nice shading, and I had that in a Fine Writing International Planets model with the satin finish, so it tied in nicely with the yellow. Then on May 21 I had my Parker 51 with the right foot oblique broad nib with Robert Oster Burgundy, another sort of lovely rich dark red sort of colour. Then we hit the top 10. Now this one came out of the gates obviously for obvious reason. My Visconti Homo Sapiens Bronze Age with Robert Oster Fire and Ice, one of the absolute classic Robert Oster inks. Beautiful, lovely, rich turquoise blue with tons and tons of sheen. Really put Robert on the map, that one. A personal favourite of mine on the 23rd, obviously number 9, is a Great Southern Ocean in a Retro 51 1.1mm with a 1.1mm Yovo nib. Lovely ink, lovely sheen. And then on the 24th, number 8, we had Robert Oster's Dragon's Night. Amazing ink. This was in the Fine Writing International Brass, once again, a really, really great pen. Check out my review. This is a cool ink with sort of a sapphire blue with some lovely gold sheen. So just what he's able to do with these inks is just remarkable. Velvet Storm on the 25th, number 7, in a Franklin Christoph 31 with a broad nib. Perfect pen and ink combination, in my opinion. Just writes absolutely beautifully. Then number 6, on the 26th of May, we had Sodapop Blue in a Faber-Castell Loom. One of the wettest, juiciest medium nibs I have, and just such a gorgeous ink. Just check out. Yeah, amazing, amazing, amazing. That was number 6. Then we hit the top 5. Now this was really hard to start to separate. Cafe Kramer from Robert Oster on May 27 in an italics captain's commission with a right foot oblique medium italic nib. Just check out the shading. In that writing, it's gorgeous, and then on the swab, just amazing. Incredible. Number 4 was Robert Oster Maroon 1789, my first Robert Oster ink. I put it in Alami Safari with a medium nib. Another one of these lovely rich burgundy sort of reds, and just performs so well and is so gorgeous, and the shading is amazing, and I can't say enough about that ink. Number 3, Robert Oster Eucalyptus Leaf, and this was in a Diplomat Excellence A2, which I have in the Evergreen, so it matched the colour perfectly, but look at the shading on that. This isn't a sheening ink, so that wasn't the point, but just amazing. Now number 2 was Robert Oster School Blue. I still have this inked up in my Esterbrook Esty, one of the nicest blue inks I use. I love that sort of slightly dusty blue that it is, and it sheens and it shades, and what else could you possibly want? And then number 1, which was no surprise to a lot of people, for me was Robert Oster Tranquility. Now I put this in my new Aurora Talentum with a medium nib, and it is just absolutely perfect. The shading, the sheen, the vibrancy of that colour, the uniqueness of that colour, perfect, perfect, perfect. So that was May 31st, my number 1 Robert Oster ink, Tranquility. So that was 31 inks in 31 days from Robert Oster. I hope you followed me on Instagram. If you can find me on Instagram at @the_offstage_me. Check me out. Check out these inks in those photos. I put the pens in it as well, so for most of them, so you can see sort of what I was writing with. But I hope you found this video interesting, and hope you found the Robert Oster Month interesting. If you did, give it a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel. Hit the notifications button if you want to stay up to date with the videos I produce. Please feel free to get in touch using any of the platforms listed below. You can find me on Instagram or Twitter at @the_offstage_me, or you can contact me on any of my videos here or send me an email. It's all listed down below. In the meantime, enjoy your pens and your inks. Check out Robert Oster. They are amazing inks, and I'll talk to you later.